Hi, welcome to Weld NZ YouTube channel. Today we're going to explain to you how to do the plastic welding. We're going to be reading off the script here, but that's quite a lot of information to get our head around here, so thank you for tuning in. If you like the video, please subscribe down below, and if you can, share it out amongst your friends. Anyway, let's make a start here. First thing first, when you come to plastic welding, you got to do plastic identification. So but as a rule with the plastic welding, you can only weld like materials. For example, polypropylene. Most car bumpers can only be welded with polypropylene welding rod. It is very important to first identify the material to be welded. Today, most plastics used in the manufacture of modern vehicles are stamped with plastics identification codes. However, where the identification is not present, a welding test is required to ID the material to be welded. The quickest and safest easy way to do this is using a rod test kit, which we have. As a rule, most rotational molded parts are polyethylene and most extruded parts are polypropylene. Okay, rod testing. Simply clean an area of the part, even at the back, and ensure you remove all the substances on surface, grease, oil, paint, etc. before attempting this test. Select a rod from the test kit that appears to feel similar to the parent material. Attempt to weld approximately 30 millimeters, leaving a tail 30 millimeters long and 90 degrees to the parent. Once complete, allow to cool. It is important to note the plastics will not hold full strength until completely cold. Attempt to remove the rod with a pair of pliers, pulling at 90 degrees to the welded part. If the rod snaps off, leaving the material on the parent metal, you know you have a match. Repeat the test with another rod selection until you find the correct match. Next thing is the surface preparation. As with all forms of welding, cleaning of the plastic components prior to welding is important as any other material preparation in achieving strong structural welds. Poorly prepared plastic components will lead to weld failures. Plastic surface preparation involves ensuring all soils are removed, any paints, oils, greases, even UV degradation must first be removed prior to welding. With large parts, e.g. bump bars, wash the part is usually a good start. This will ensure we are removing any atmospheric soils, mud, traffic films, etc. Use a soft sponge with warm water is the best thing. Don't use any industrial detergents, as they can also introduce a film. You can also introduce the film coatings that may also affect the welding result. Any painted surface should also be cleaned right back to the surface material. Paints and other remaining soils should be removed easily using a standard sanding disc. With any high-speed drill or electric drill will do the trick. A grinding disc will make quick work of this process. This process can create a fair bit of dust, so we recommend using face masks when performing this task. Other methods of preparing plastic include paint scraper, sharp blade, clean wire brush. Once the part has been properly cleaned and prepped, we are now ready for the V-grooving. Applying a V-groove to the weld area. A rotary burr is used to provide a V-groove along the weld line. Take care that when using the rotary burr, as plastics will yield easily to abrasive, ensure you use adequate jigging and support to prevent the rotary burr from digging in and running across the plastic part being repaired. When Ving is complete, you are now ready for the tacking stage. Tacking of plastics. Tacking of plastic components prior to welding helps the welder to achieve two things: good joint interface and alignment of the plastic parts prior to welding, and the speed welder has the tip designed for tacking. Unlike metal welding, where tacking is carried out at the ends of the welding area, plastic welding requires tacking to be carried out where even you intend to place welding rod. Run the tip of the welder along the weld line, ensuring a slight swaging of the two materials together. Once tacking is complete, you are now ready for the main welding stage. Speed welding. The speed welding technique is what our tip is designed for, should be used for long welding runs. The term speed welding gets its name from the fact that it is a relatively fast and semi-automated process, i.e. feeds the rod. Fit the speed welder of the heat gun welding tool. We supply 4mm rod welding rods, generally, as these seem to be the most general size for ease of use. The speed welding process is fast and very easy to achieve. The speed welding nozzles are an easy push fit onto standing heat guns, fastened with an Allen key. Once up to temperature, simply insert the welding rod into the speed welding nozzle and apply a downward pressure on the welding rod itself. Apply approximate 2.5 to 3 kgs of downward pressure, forcing the welding rod through the speed welding nozzle and into the welding area. The welding tool will only need to be supported, as the force of the welding rod will move the tool along in the weld area with ease. The speed welding process is fast and very easy to achieve. Welding should be carried out in one continuous run along the length of the area to be welded. Welding speed should be adjusted to the point where you observe a slight wash at the sides of the welding rod, and when complete, allow the plastic component to cool completely before attempting to trim or clean up the welding area. This is important as the plastic will not be at full strength until completely cool. Trimming and sanding can now be carried out if required. Speed welder is the latest in plastic welders that fit on a heat gun. You can weld all sorts of plastic items. It's made from cast stainless steel. Learn to weld plastic. It's easy. Let me show you how. Our website has options to buy just the nozzle. You can get the rods, the heat gun, and the test kit. Now you can fix all your broken plastic items. This tool will last to pass on to your grandkids. That's why we offer a lifetime replacement warranty. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope that was some informative information about how to weld plastic. Sorry I had to read it off the script, but there's quite a bit there to get my head around. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.